Welcome to Seth's Daily Podcast. Without you guys, this wouldn't be possible. I want to thank you guys for subscribing. As you know, Tracy's back co-hosting. How are you doing tonight, man?
Doing good, doing good. Been a beautiful day. Got some work done today. Excited about who we're talking to tonight.
Yeah, and we're talking to the very talented Honey Wright. How are you doing tonight? And she's going to perform a song for us as well. At
Yep.
first,
Yeah, I'm doing fantastic. Doing good.
That's
and
awesome.
what song are you playing for us?
I'm gonna do "Follow You to Virgie" by Tyler
Oh
Childers.
man, that is one of my favorite songs for sure.
All I can say is
Me too.
everybody sit back and take it in.
All right.
I'm gonna put myself on mute so nobody can hear me.
Yeah,
All right.
I do the same thing, but I'll forget, and Seth will say, "Yeah, I can't hear you, man."
All right. Back before these callous hands and all this work, we used to sit up at the flats, acting like we'd live forever, getting high and skipping class. Yeah, I reckon we were heathens, but in her eyes we were saints. And now you're calling all the boys home, 'cause heaven's angels carried her away. So I will follow you to Virgie, although it hurts me so, to lay to rest this mountain beauty that the Lord's called home. I can see her up in glory. I can see her through the pines. Back when all us boys were trying to make sense of all these strengths, I can see her in the corner, singing along to all our crazy dreams. So I will follow you to Virgie, although it hurts me so, to lay to rest this mountain beauty that the Lord's called home. Can't you see her up there, Cody? I can see her through the pines. Say, boys, be good.
Heck yeah,
That killed it.
yeah. Thank
That
you, man.
killed it.
Thank you for performing that. That was a absolute great performance for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
But that's a hard song to do as well.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that guy's voice is phenomenal, and you really got to kind of like belt it out, especially like as a girl to sing guy songs,
Right.
which is one of my favorite things to do. Like I like singing songs that men play and sing more so, because I feel like I kind of have like a deeper kind of range. So
It sounds like gravels came from his throat, Tyler Childers.
yeah, like he just growls at you.
Yeah, that's true. Well, let's I'm gonna get into this. So I I wanted to ask this last time you were on, and it kind of slipped my mind because we went other places. But what was it like having Wes as a kid brother? Tell me you picked on him and stuff.
Oh my goodness, so much. I was like the big brother.
I got you.
I'd beat up on him, but we'd watch wrestling together and we'd climb trees together and stuff like that, So but it
That's
was
cool.
awesome. I mean, that's my best friend right there.
And that's what it's supposed to be like, especially your siblings. You try to stay close to them. I got a brother that I'm pretty close to, and another one I'm not so close to. But I mean, yeah, and I just think of stories of, don't touch me. That's mine. Leave it alone. No, you're talking to me. Why are you talking to me? Type stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. We definitely got on each other's nerves a whole lot, but we've got a lot of siblings, and me and him are the closest in age. I've got some older sisters, but we don't talk to them. And so me and him, it was like basically just me and him from the start. So like we always had each other's backs, and in school growing up, if someone picked on him, I was the big sister, the crazy big
Right.
sister that'd get in the guys' faces and be like, talk to my brother like that one more time.
That's right. It's coming. It's coming. So did you guys always have music around? I mean, what's your influences as far as, I mean, you hear a lot of these people that are in the music business, they say, well, we always had the radio on, or we always had a guitar somebody was playing or something. Did you guys have that?
Absolutely, yeah. So like we have a pretty big family, and down in Florida where we grew up, I was actually just talking to my husband about this the other day. It was always parties, like every day, even on school nights. They'd put the kids to bed, but we'd sneak out of our rooms and go to the back porch and kind of stay off in the shadows, listen to people. I've got a couple uncles that play fiddle, or they just be blaring the radio and just hanging outside on like their ATVs and, drinking and having a good time. But there was always music, even on like Saturday morning, like Saturday mornings, my mom, she would always blare Don Williams and Bob Seger. And that's when we knew it was cleaning day.
Now that's a combination right there.
Yeah.
The Silver Bullet Band and the Gentle Giant. I mean,
Has Wes helped you out with your like writing music and stuff?
Absolutely. Like, I quit for a lot of years, and he always stuck with it, and he stuck through it. I kind of let, struggles and stuff kind of set me back with my music, but he's always pushed me, like, and he helps me phenomenally. Like, I mean, like writing, I gave up for 10 years, and just recently he's helped me out with a song that we're working on together that I started, and he's helping me write. And it kind of sounds like an old hymnal, kind of, but it's like an outlaw story, if that makes sense.
oh yeah, cool.
So
about your life?
yeah, well, like kind of, yeah. Kind of about like past like relationships that have kind of burnt to the ground.
That's awesome. I can't wait to hear that one.
Yeah.
You guys, you kind of feed off each other, especially, that little performance you did for us the other day, or last week or however long it was, 2 weeks ago or something.
Oh, last week.
I mean, you guys pitch together just perfectly, and you kind of feed off each other. That's why I was kind of kidding with Wes, yeah, you did okay too. But I mean, you guys really are good together.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I mean, like I was saying, last week, like I've tried to play with other people, and I can, and I enjoy it, but there won't ever be anybody on the face of the planet that I love playing with or singing with or writing with more than him. Like there's just always been a spark there. Like that's my kid brother, like we can just give each other a look and we know, you know what I mean? Like while
Right.
we're playing or singing, like we give each other cues, and we don't even have to talk.
It's in that DNA.
Yeah.
Can we expect like a duet album at some point, like Tracy was talking about? Because I would definitely buy that for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Like there's a bunch of stuff that we've worked on like acoustically for a lot of years that are kind of like our banger songs,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and then also some stuff that we want to learn, because like you're never through learning. And so like we want to do some kind of like acoustic, medley kind of thing. And I think it would be super fun. Like that's my favorite thing to do with him, is just us and a guitar.
I'd agree, and I can hear that. I mean, I can really see that in the future, and I don't know why more artists don't do that. It's when I hear a song and they do it just acoustically, it's amazing. But when I hear it like off the album or the CD or whatever, and they have all this other stuff in with it, to me, it's good, but it's just not. It's not like it was when it was just them and a guitar. And I enjoy that more.
Yeah, like almost like it kind of like floods like the meaning behind it.
Yeah, you lose the feeling to it. To me,
Yeah.
When it's just somebody sitting and clicking on a guitar, that's it. There's nothing, no distractions. There's not a drum track or drums, or it's just you sitting there singing, and that's what I like the best.
Yeah, like the intimacy.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you right now. After that show that we did, my wife was watching it, and she has become a huge fan.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she was blown away. She was really blown away.
And she never watched a podcast before, so
No,
that says a lot.
I've been doing this for several years, and it was rare. I mean, she may listen to 10 minutes of it, and she's just like, whatever. And even when I had big name guys on, and she would go, whatever. I'd say, look, I just interviewed that guy. I know that guy. He's on TV now. She'd go, whatever. She listened to the show that we did and actually watched it, and she was blown away. She was like, that's good talent right there.
Oh, bless her. That makes me feel great. I love that. She actually added me on Facebook after that.
Oh, did she really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I don't even have her on mine, so she don't even like me. So for 25 years she hasn't liked me. So
25 years.
Oh yeah, it's been 25 years we've been married. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. The other day someone asked, it was online, and it says, what do you do for a living? I said, play pretty songs and annoy my husband and kids.
Good answer.
I seen where Wes's girlfriend put babysit Wes. That was
that's that big sister coming in right there.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, see, I know, God, if she watched, I ain't even gonna say it because she'll watch this and she'll be all over me, so I'm not gonna say it.
Smart man.
Well, it had something to do with dinner this evening, and it.
Oh no, you definitely don't need to bring that.
No, so but yeah, she's just a character. But she really enjoys y'all's music. She really, from the first night I played that, she's like, that's really good. They're going places. It may not happen today or tomorrow or next week or within a year, but eventually they're going places.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I really appreciate that.
And I know you got some upcoming shows as well. I know you got a show next week. You're out with Wes.
Yeah, on the 19th at, let me get this straight. I think it's Mutt's Brewery, right? Look it up real quick.
I've had heard of that.
Yeah, it's in Trenton, Ohio, and it's at Mutt's. I believe it starts at 7:30. Let me look it up real quick. I actually just added the event just a little bit before we got on here. So, and honestly, like I just follow Wes. Like when Wes is just like, "Hey, we got a show," I'm like, "All right, tell me when, tell me where."
Cool.
I don't write nothing down.
How far is that from you, Tracy? Trenton.
I'll be honest with you. I don't know where Trenton's at. I don't know. I don't know where Trenton, Ohio is at.
I'm pretty sure it's close to Cincinnati. Let's see.
See, I've been all over Ohio, but I can't, for the life of me, I can't think of where it's at. See, I live in Southern Ohio. If you look at the state of Ohio, it looks like a heart.
It does.
And I live at the very most southern tip you can go without being in West Virginia or Kentucky. I live right there all together on the river. So
You live close to Sportsmith, right?
I'm about 30 minutes from Portsmouth. Yeah. I'm like 10 minutes from, I can look out this window right here and see Huntington, West Virginia. And then Ashland, Kentucky is just about 10 minutes down the road.
I'm not a big fan of either one of them cities.
Well, that's where I got to do my business at. So.
All right, so I was right. It is. It's Mutt's Brewery Lounge in Trenton, Ohio, and the show I think starts at 7:30 or 8:30.
Okay, cool. We'll pop that out again before we get off here. That way people definitely
I just-
in
Okay.
For sure.
can
I just
check
don't
it.
like the traffic in them two cities, man.
Well, Ashland, I'll be honest with you, Ashland's not too terrible anymore. I mean, it's just, there's about 20,000 people in Ashland, I guess, maybe a little less, but where I'm on the outskirts, there might be 1,000 people in the town I live.
Oh yeah, there's 700 here, so I'm in one of the smallest towns you can get. Have you ever been to Vico, Kentucky, Tracy? It's got like
I have. I've been all through Kentucky, been down there, Virgie, been to Dorton, all that down through there. Yeah.
yeah, Vico has literally about 300 people in it.
Yeah. And see, when I travel out in California, it was really wild. You'd be going, I mean, on the major interstate, you'd be going across Interstate 40 and you'd pass a town. It would say, blah, 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 whatever, population 34. And you'd look over and there'd be like 28, campers. And these people are living in campers out in the middle of the desert. And that's the town, and it's like, wow, that's crazy.
That's a story in its own, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so what, I know you mentioned Don Williams and, other things, but who really, when you heard as a younger, or just starting or just coming out, that you said, wow, that's a voice I want to be like?
Honestly, like so like Alabama, Tracy Lawrence, like stuff like that, like it wasn't really like the female artists for me. It was
Right.
like, like the older, like Brooks and Dunn, stuff like that. And then also I've really got into like more folky stuff as well.
I like the folky stuff as well. And a lot of people,
Yeah.
But that's just, I think a lot of it is because from where we're from, we get a lot of the folky stuff here. But it's like I told you before, I hear like the most bluesiest Sheryl Crow,
Yeah.
and I'm like, that just drips, just emotion.
Yeah.
And I've watched a couple of your videos, and it's not just one song. It's every song you sing is like it. So, and when you have that kind of compassion, that kind of emotion, I mean, it's not fake, and it's actually coming from deep down inside, and that makes it an average song 10 times better.
Right. And see, like, like people always ask me like who like were your influences and who did you really follow and who did you like the most? And honestly, my biggest answer is I just like sad songs.
I'm more, yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Like,
I'm more of a ballad guy.
yeah.
That's me. And to me, but those songs are, like I said, are the ones that you have feeling,
Yeah.
like, I don't care if you're talking about your goldfish dying. If it broke your heart and you're pouring it out there, it's going to be a good song,
Yeah. And see, like the sad songs for me are kind of like an outlet. Like the sad songs are my happy songs, because when I'm singing about them, I'm getting them out,
Yeah. And it's kind of like, even when it's over, you're like,
yeah.
wow. Yeah, I get it. I really get it. So, I'll be honest with you, I can't get enough of your singing, and I'm watching your videos all the time. That's the truth. And Wes is the same way. Ever since I met Wes, I've been listening to his songs. I'm like,
Yeah.
man, what's taking this cat so long? I mean, these people are hearing the same thing I'm hearing, and it's just oozing with just heart, and it's all coming out, and that's why I say it's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when.
Right. Yeah, no, I totally agree. Like when that kid sings and plays, even like when we do it together, like that's what I mean by like, like we talk without talking on stage, like we just feel it. Like the sad stuff is our happy stuff, and that heartbreak stuff and that outlaw stuff and that, hey, like we're beat up and broken, like that's our stuff, like
And
that's what we can relate to.
yeah, and I mentioned this to him too, that it's almost like a new class of outlaw country coming out with, all these new, they're, I don't want to, I'm not a big Hollywood country guy. Okay.
Right.
With all this stuff that they're putting out now, it's all cookie cutter. It's basically the same song. It's just put in a different way. They sing about the same things, but this new uprising of this, like I say, the new outlaw country that's coming up, like you guys are doing, and these shows that he's doing with these other
Oh,
guys. Yeah, and it's refreshing, that I don't care how tall your truck is. I don't care how much red clay's on it. I don't care how many beers you got in your cooler. Sing me a song about life,
Right. Yeah.
And that's what country music started on. I mean, three chords and the truth, and
Yeah. Like, sing
you
me a song about what broke your heart for the very first time.
exactly. You never heard Hank Williams Jr. or Hank Sr. say, "My truck's taller than yours, and I got more beer in my cooler."
Or don't touch my truck.
Yeah,
Don't touch my.
I don't know. It's yeah. I mean, but it's the cookie cutter stuff is just so overdone, and it's just so many. It's done over and over and over, just in different ways. But they talk about the same crap over and over and over, and that's not. I'm not saying that those guys aren't artists and they're not talented. I'm just saying that's not what I was brought up on country music.
Right.
Don Williams, like you said, Don Williams, those guys. I mean, Mel Tillis. I mean, I could go on and on with all these older guys that, these young kids probably haven't even heard of.
Yeah.
But that's what we need to get back to our roots, because it's worked. I mean, even, Dolly Parton in the 70s and 80s, she's kind of went more towards the kind of a mainstream, but not, when we're talking about, like you said, Don Williams, and you're talking Lefty Frizzell, and all these older guys, David Frizzell and Dottie West, and I mean, I could go on and on. That's where the roots of this started, and we've gotten so far away from it. But you guys have kind of grabbed it and are trying to pull it back to where it needs to be. And all I can say is thank you for that.
For sure, especially as a music listener, it's bad, man, that we have to call actual country music outlaw country. That's pretty sad.
Yeah.
But us talking about you singing and stuff makes me want to hear you sing even more. Can we get another song if you don't care?
Yeah, absolutely. Give me just 1 second. Hang on.
Sure.
And Tracy, do you got I know you said In Dark Places is gonna be out Wednesday, right?
Yep. As far as I know, he's putting it out tomorrow, I believe, if he gets it all done and edited and everything ready to go. It's going to be the Montauk Island and all the experiments that went on there. So, I mean, it'll be a good show when we get it out.
And then we got Melton Reed Gilliam on Thursday.
Thursday, correct.
And then we got what's his name? Mills, David Mills
on Friday, correct.
Yes, and on Saturday we got the MMA fighter.
MMA, yep.
And that's gonna be an exciting interview. Everybody should definitely check that out. Saturday was we interviewed Brittany O.
And don't forget this Friday, the BYB Extreme Fight is coming on the YouTube channel, the BYB Extreme YouTube channel with Mike Goldberg, who we talked to there last week.
It was an honor.
It was an honor. And I think he will be back on pretty soon. So
I would say 2-3 months for sure.
Yeah.
And BYB actually followed me on Facebook, which absolutely made my day.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. And Mike, actually, I talked to him earlier. I sent him a message. So, yeah.
Oh, did he respond?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. When I got that caliber of somebody responding back to me, it's like, hey.
Yeah, he's one of the most humble people there is. He emailed me back a lot. He's a really good guy. But yeah, are you ready, honey?
I'm ready.
Sorry about me and Tracy going on about stuff.
It's called fill-in time.
Right. Yeah. All right. So this is a song by a band called Camp, and it's called By and By. It's a little more like folksy.
I'm ready for that.
Okay. Driving through West Virginia, I've seldom been thinner. With that chip on my shoulder. This past year, I got so much older. Looking back over my life, spent the most of it tongue-tied. I wish I had more time listening to you speak your mind. Now I'm thinking about it every day on my mind, a typical way. Are you a life force? Thinking about it every day on my mind, a typical way. Are you a life force? Drinking coffee black as iron, and I couldn't be much higher without falling out of my chair. I've been so numb for so many years. Now I'm thinking about it every day on my mind, a typical way. Are you a life force? Thinking about it every day on my mind, a typical way. Are you a life force? And it's so easy to be blinded by the light, to feel lonely in the night. It's blowing in the breeze, babe. I got dust in my eyes, rust in my mind. I'll be home come next spring. Won't you say you love me later, by and by? Looking back over my life, spend the most of it tongue-tied, pulling my belt tight. It's just me and the stars tonight. 2 fingers and a tight line. Keep my head above the alpine. Just wish I'd spend more time listening to her speak her mind. Now I'm thinking about it every day on my mind, a typical way. Are you a life force? Thinking about it every day on my mind, a typical way. Are you a life force for me?
There it is. I mean, what can you say to that? I mean,
Speechless.
yeah. So, tell me a little bit about you got your Honeybee Music page there. I mean, what all can you expect when you see that come up?
That'll be in the description, by the way.
Okay. Yeah. So I just made it. It's a Honey Wright Music. I've got a bunch of older videos that I'm going to upload, and I still have to work on the page just a little bit, but I'll be doing that this week. There's one video up so far. It's an older one from a few months back. But over the next probably 2-3 days, we're going to be recording good, like maybe 5-6 songs.
Oh, wow.
And then the show on Monday, which starts at 6 p.m. at Mutt's Brewery Lounge in Trenton, Ohio. I'll be posting the videos from there as well with West Ship. So yeah, that's basically what you can expect right now. And I'm gonna work on my bio so I can give y'all a little backstory about me.
That's
Any more shows? Any more shows coming up? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Tracy.
Oh, you're good.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. So that one for now. We're still kind of figuring out, you know, the whole moving deal and stuff. So after that's kind of settled down a little bit, then we'll be able to, you know, book a little bit more. I might be doing some guest appearances at some stuff that Wes is doing.
Nice.
Yeah, and I'm playing a wedding here coming up, but that's about all I got so far.
Well, I mean, like you said, you're in the process of moving and transitioning. It's kind of hard to move and travel and do this when you don't really know where you're moving from or to yet. So yeah, I can understand that. But yeah, I mean, you guys get a chance. Definitely, if you're around Trenton, Ohio, definitely go give this a look at Mutt's Brewery.
Yeah, I would definitely go if I didn't
July
live
19th.
4 hours away.
Yeah, because I mean, you and Wes doing a show together. I mean, we just got a little snippet there of the one song. I can't imagine watching 4 or 5 songs. So
Yeah,
and I'll be excited to see that come up on your Honey Music. So because
Facebook page.
Yeah, that's where I was watching earlier today. I think that was in March, but you just posted it today, and I was like,
"Yeah,
you go, girl, go get them."
But yeah, definitely. What do you got? Definitely go like Honey's Facebook page. I got my words mixed up a little bit. And Tracy, like I already asked you about In Dark Places. You got something coming out tomorrow, and Thursday we got Melton Gilliam.
Mm-hmm. David Mills.
Yeah, David Mills Friday. That's one that I'm really looking forward to Thursday. Melton, I've heard nothing but good things. He can absolutely sing. I know he's a friend of Wes's and yours.
Yeah, he's awesome. Absolutely phenomenal. Like, I love watching that kid. I've only got to see him once live, but he is absolutely amazing."
And yeah, I mean, you get around these guys, tell them, hey, we'll be getting in contact with them. I mean, what could happen? They say no. So,
Right.
Yeah, Melton sent me a friend request on Facebook, and I hit him up about a week later about doing a show, and he said yes. He's absolutely a nice guy for sure, and I definitely look forward to that interview. But yeah, definitely go like Honey's Facebook page, subscribe to In Dark Places, subscribe to us on YouTube, and like our Facebook page because this will be on Facebook tomorrow, be on YouTube tonight. Y'all have a good night. I want to thank Honey for being on, Tracy for co-hosting.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Definitely like our Facebook page. You can. What's your Facebook page again, so they can know? It'll be in the description, by the way.
Yeah, it's Honey Wright Music.
All right. I definitely already like it, and
yep, me too.
Tracy does too. So you guys should definitely like it as well because we do as well.
You can't go wrong.
And I want to thank you guys for subscribing. Y'all have a good night, and God bless.